the angle of this light that I put up is really shining off my dome.
Yeah.
Like it's really nice. It's at a new position and it's very aggressive.
It's like a turtle wax commercial. Yeah.
Okay. So now what if I went here? Now if I go down here, geez, they give me a little bit of that side angle. It gives me a little bit of that still aggressive. A little bit of that New York theatery, I'm lit on one side sort of thing. I'm dark, I'm mysterious.
Oh, it's dramatic.
You turn this light off. I got too many lights.
CSI.
Like, yeah. I woke up in a pool of my blood and her semen. You know, I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. What happened?
That is a very dramatic lighting. You got that half of your face in shadow.
I'm trying to get it. I need to get, you know what I need? I need a mini tripod because I already have a ledge. That makes sense.
Clamp?
That I'm on a ledge. I'm on a producer desk, a recorder desk, right? So the light has to go on the second tier of the desk, which is way up here. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You can follow me, you know, at briansturges.com, Timothy Hall Music, Black. You know what? Can we? You know what? Go ahead. You know what? Let's do it right now. Before we call him in, let's set up a Cliff Beach account at Black Cliff Beach right now. Let's do it live.
Okay.
So that you can tweet Adam.
Wait, am I setting up a Twitter for him?
Yeah. What do you think? Instagram? What's better? Start with Instagram. That's the easiest, right?
Okay.
Let's start. So this way you can at Black Cliff Beach. Now, there's nothing wrong with a white Cliff Beach. I know it's 2022 and old white men aren't really anything anymore. And you know, you guys get it. Well deserved. I'm not even complaining. I'm just saying that the white Cliff Beach is that's just my. That's my sort of music. You know, not that the Black Cliff. I know you're watching this right now back. So.
Oh no.
All right.
Here we are on Instagram.
Let's go ahead. Email. blackcliffbeach@gmail.com. Well, I'll also have you set that up after this.
Oh no. Okay.
Can you do like capital B? Does it matter? But can you do like capital B, capital C, capital B? I don't know. I really don't know if that makes a difference. Somewhere, somebody who knows zeros and ones are like, man, this guy's stupid.
I don't think it does. What's the full name on that?
Black Cliff Beach?
Black Cliff Beach.
And his birthday. What do you think? His birthday. I don't know if we're allowed to give his birthday. I know what birthday. Yeah, just go ahead. Give it to his real birthday. He likes it. It's his birthday is Cliffmas. What is it now? Cliffmas. It's the perfect combination of his birthday and Christmas and Cliff.
We might have to cut this because now it's sending a code to Black Cliff Beach.
Let's go ahead and start up. Let's go ahead and go to Gmail.
Okay, here we go.
We should be good, right? So we should just be able to go home.
Oh yeah, let's go to Gmail.
No, it's not Gmail. It's Gmail. Just because he's black doesn't mean it's that's the black. That's the black Gmail. Jamal.
Okay, so now.
I don't like your smugness. You got a smug-ass smile on your face. I don't like this goddamn smug-ass smile on your face. Okay, let's only
follow Kardashian. Okay. All just Kardashians.
I wish the white Cliff Beach was on because that way I would just. You know what? Follow Cliff Beach at Cliff Beach Music.
Oh, you got to.
And then he's gonna get the notification right now. Oh wait! Before you do that, okay, get a picture of him and put it as the profile picture, and then send him the follow right now because he'll get it on his phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool picture. Use that. That's a great picture. Man, that is a great picture. He looks like he's about to go up first with like his 32nd Masonic degree karate belt. I don't know if you know that. The Taekwondo studio and the Masonic Lodge in Pasadena combined. So.
Oh, yeah. That looks good.
There we go.
Okay, so now we need to follow.
We need to follow at Cliff Beach Music. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Well, you gotta wait a second. You gotta let him have it because he's on his phone. You know he's on his phone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's freaking out because it's been 15 minutes of him waiting, and he'll be like, "Did you respect my check?" I would imagine he's checking it right now. I guess let's just bring him in. Do you think he did it? Do we give enough time though? Should we? Oh, okay.
I mean, he's gonna find out at some point, but we're not gonna mention it.
Oh, yeah, not gonna mention it.
He's coming in.
Coming in hot.
Oh, coming in slow is what it is.
Look at y'all motherfuckers. Look. Have me out there waiting like this some Hollywood club on iBar.
Well, how you
It's
doing?
good, though.
How you doing, Cliff?
Oh,
that's
good.
nice.
How are you? How are you? You're
Great.
looking
I
well.
have noticed on some of your other Zoom things that you now
Have
use it
gone
this way.
Yes.
Because I see
Learn.
I see the plant when I see it. So I was watching one of your other things on the social medias.
Yeah,
What's
I
your
gotta change
social
up my
media?
background. Cliff Beach Music.
Cool. That the only one?
That's and California Soul Music for the label.
Cool.
Both.
Good. It's good.
But yes, super excited that you taught me landscape.
Landscape,
And
yeah, so-
manscape. That's the
Oh,
other.
you-
No,
that's the other tree.
A lot of time to do
no. You do not bring them up. You do not bring up Manscaped.
They
We
started
dedicated
with-
a whole episode, which garnered, 7 people? Right?
Yeah.
I spent $4.7 million making the UNT episode about Manscaped. Not even a like. Not even a, you
What?
can't a like.
Because you didn't have beaches, fuzzy peaches. That's what you want to talk
Man,
about.
but I thought
Yeah.
you're supposed to, oh, yeah. That's when you
Formerly
grow
known
your
as.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This brings me into something I wanted to talk about that I'll get right into it due to what we call a segue, which is not that thing that killed its owner who drowned in the river.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
We already had something with 2 wheels. It was called the bicycle. We figured it out, right? They used to wear lace collars on a bicycle in 1880. Be like, oh, did you get the new Emily Dickinson? Whatnot. That was my thing.
Very old timey.
It's about social media. Here's what I have noticed, and I got not to go Peter Griffin and what really grinds my gears. I spent a little bit there. Don't judge me. Luckily, this isn't like the first thing at the SeaWorld. The social media in which people think their social media is important. Now, I have very low. My Twitter, I have like 3 people, and I have another proper Twitter that I don't link to. I have basically 2 Twitters. None of them are active. They're active, but no one. I don't. It gets kicked to. You know what I mean? They kick them down.
Right.
I do one thing, and they all kick down. And I have noticed that, especially with comedians, actors, unemployed individuals, is that recently I've been getting a lot of, I add them, but they don't add me back. Now, Tim Hall will attest of my theory of I've S'd your D, now you S my D. That's how D's get S'd.
No, you gotta get them to S your D first. That's the only way. Otherwise, it's screwed.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm old, right? I'm an old man. And when you look at me, you assume that I hate people who may look like Cliff. And when they're on my lawn, I say things like, get off. And I don't love my children and rump, which is an online community of Trump supporting single women with fat asses.
Oh, shit.
But I have added, so when I go to the comedy clubs, right, and I feel like an idiot, right? But I'm trying to be cordial. I'm not trying to like be anybody's new friend, but I'm saying, hey, that was a great set, fantastic. You're a comedian, I'm a comedian. I'd love to follow you on social media. So for the last few times, they take my phone,
They
add
type
in
it
their
in.
social media thing, they send follow. But then they don't follow me back. Now, this has happened several times. Now, this is different tiers of people. Now, they all work good at Kinko's. Let's be honest, right? Everyone's a big
They're
shot.
all there. Yeah.
And I think the
Love to go to
last
that
woman
Kinko's.
got mad at me. She was not a white man. So she looked at me. Apparently, she was producing the show, but it wasn't. It was like a gift title only. So I went up to her and I'm like, she's just somebody in the lobby. She didn't introduce herself to me, right? We're sitting at the bar for 20 minutes. We're all the comedians. We're all going up. So I start a conversation, blah blah blah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm the producer of the show." Now, she was a little C-word about it. Now, here's the thing, lady. I've never seen you before. I've never heard your name. So the entire process of me going, auditioning, getting back, talking with the owners, booking the dates, all of this happened. Your
Without
name
Yeah.
never came up. And all the production was being done by this other woman at the club. So I think what they've done is they've given her the title of producer, but she's not really producing. Because at no point during the entire show was her name mentioned, that she produced it, or that anything. It's not on the website. I wasn't told. It wasn't in the emails. So to me, you're just another normal person almost like we're equals.
She
So
could
I
have
went
just
up
told
to
you that, yeah.
right? And I said, I'd love to, I'll follow your woman comedy, right? Right. So no, they're great.
Oh boy.
God.
I hit it,
Kathy cartoons.
and they don't, and then I was like, oh my God. And then what I do is I like them for a couple of days when they post their thing. I went through this now. I met a guy. He was his first time doing comedy ever. He seemed a little special, but not in like, do we care about you way, in the way like, oh my God, like don't get it alone in a taxi with him. You'll never make it out alive way. Right.
Oh, okay.
But what I can't believe is that the last 5 or 6 people, none of them have followed me back. It's like, it's almost, you're missing the point of business. And this is why I'm sure she, the next day, had to go up and go to some job. You know what I mean? Like, she needed to feel important. But I wouldn't talk to me about that. You don't need to give me problems. I didn't know you were the producer because nobody knows the club. I'm supposed to know her because she has 2,000. Like, it's like, I don't, lady, so far up your ass, just bring me the ranch dressing the next day. You know what I mean? When I'm there and I'm at a fine steak restaurant, just bring me the peppermill and you can be a producer all night long in your mind. But this town of make-believe and bullshit, follow me back. So you know what I did? Because I'm a sociopath. I went and I downloaded the Instagram app, which is the tracking app, which allows me to see who follows and unfollows me and unfriends and all that, because I'm crazy. Cliff, I know you probably have it because you're crazy like I do. If not, I can already see you downloading it tonight. Right?
I don't want it.
So it's crazy how many comedians do the like, and they do the like, or they will follow me, and I'll be like, comedian, all right, if I'm on a show with you, I'll follow you back. I'm a normal functioning human business. This is business. This is why that it was like I needed to feel important, not to me, but to others. No one knew. I didn't know. Doug didn't know. Deborah didn't know. No one knows who you are. Cliff is already on the computer looking up what the app is to download it because he knows he's as crazy as I am, but it's in a very different way. Right?
Oh, no.
So they don't follow me back. So, and then I just see like, do you think I really care? I'll wrap this up, Cliff. I get it. It's going long. But do you think I really care about your comedy? I get it. I'm wrapping. You know what? I have to come up with something. Do you understand that I have to at least come up with an intro for us to then go off? You know what? Fine. You know what this is? This is the follow conversation. I'm following you. No one's following me back. No one is interested. Everyone's unsubscribed. But let me explain to you about business. If we're two comedians and this other guy was giving me, he started giving me notes for my thing, which I need. So I wasn't bad with it.
Yeah.
But he's like, I've been doing this 17 years. And I was like, motherfucker, this is my 5th time doing stand-up comedy. And you've done this 17 years. And I went up after you, it's another person who can't really hold employment, feeling that within this social media is fake. I don't post a lot because I don't need to impress you. It's like the money men in Beverly Hills. The ones that are wearing the t-shirts and the flip-flops in Beverly Hills are the wealthy individuals. The ones wearing the polyester suits behind the counter at Tiffany's go home to their studio apartment in Canoga Park and they, look up pig porn or whatever they're into. It doesn't really matter. So once you switch your mind, because once you're an actual person who does actual things, this town is of like, I'm a producer. What have you produced? Well, I went up and I did 5 minutes of comedy on a stage. You know what I mean? It's all make believe. It's all lies. You're all lying to yourself. So if I want to follow you and you're not interested, just put on whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't you get that you're building a business? Because when I cast, and let me explain how the world, when I cast something, I go through my Instagram first. My first casting, which is going to be the majority of people, they're going to hook up their friends, right? Friends first.
Yeah.
So I go through and I'm like, I like this comedian. I want to book this comedian. Oh, they didn't follow me back. It's like, okay, but here's the thing. If you're a nobody, don't pretend you're a somebody. You don't need to fake it till you make it, but not handle the business properly. You be like, I'm actually producing the show. I'd love to follow you back, right? More flies with honey. But you're giving me attitude. I didn't know. It's not my fault that you're nobody. So save it, lady. So I unsubscribed her, and I went through all those people. I don't. Now, if I don't follow you back, it's because I don't know you. That doesn't mean we haven't met. And if I know you, let me know. I only don't follow back people I don't recognize. So if we've worked together, what do I care? Because you do the young thing. It's basic business, people. This is why you all work at the Cheesecake Factory. And you're not even a wait. Now, I waited table. I've done it all, right? Bartended, waited tables, bounced. I got fired as a bouncer and I cried. We don't need to tell all the stories. I was devastated. I know. I was young and I was like, my parents are going to kill me. That's probably why they fired me. They were like, I don't think you got the disposition.
Every time you come in here, you cry.
You're like, I want to be an actor. I love music. Half of beep. Anyway, it just really chaps the social media thing. But it's like, I don't care about your comedy. I don't care about your thing at all. You don't have to care about my thing, but we're supposed to not care together. So that's it. Cliff Beach, what do you think about social media? You're like the kid. You got a lot of, you're very good at social media. Far better than I am.
I
got my wisdom tooth pulled 7 months ago. And you're like, and if I may, and I know I asked you a question, I cut you off because I'm a terrible host, but you also have a new project coming out. So dump all that out too. So give us the old, start us with the what you got going on, and then go into the social.
Excellent. Yeah. So right now I do have a project.
You don't have to pretend that this is a real show. You don't have to don't pretend that someone's watching. I'm eating string cheese and then.
Yes. Well, this is not choking on gummy bears or carrots again, like the last time.
Okay. I went a little too deep on the carrot. Yeah, but.
Yeah. I have currently a remix EP out right now, 4 on the floor, 4 dance tracks remixed by an East Coast producer, Chops, and in Berlin, Mogul. So that's out now. That's what
that's cool. The video. That was Luis, right?
All the marketing material was Luis, and the artwork. The video for I Got Soul was done by a group called The Combines, all green screen, LA Shuffle Squad dancers.
It was great.
Thank you.
I really loved it. Could we, I'm sure right now there's a licensable image happening on the screen while you're watching it, right? I'm sure there's something happening.
Yeah,
exactly. Always ticker tapes parade. But yeah, it's good. The thing about social media from that piggyback is I hired a social media person this year who's been doing my Facebook and Twitter. I still handle my Instagram, and I hired another person to do for this campaign a full marketing campaign, Image Stricken, done by Luis. And so. Yeah, you really do need teamwork because it takes so much effort to create the compelling content and then also still have somebody just doing engagement and other stuff. You just don't have time. Now, as far as the BS and comedy and entertainment and music of people not following you back, it does suck. But what happens is people are very self-absorbed in those industries, so they only care about themselves. And you have to also DM them to some extent. But some people still, no matter what.
Because here's what I do. Right? Like a gentleman. And I'm worried. I'm actually, I want to put like husband or something on my social media because I don't want women to think, because what the lady said is men with rings are so much more approachable. Like basically if you meet me and I'm sitting at a bar, but I have a ring on, then all of a sudden they're not worried that I'm trying to crawl on top of them because all men, we're almost like genetically predispositioned to.
So you have to wear the ring on your finger, you say?
Right. So with a wedding ring on there, what the research is showing is that women find you more attractive and safer. So if I have that band on, because you look at me, see, I've tried to be wearing the cardigans to loosen me up, the rage, but now I'm just like an old age. Now I'm just like, the Koreans, you know, like, is that too soon? I love their guitars. What was I saying with that? What was the point? So the
Social
lady,
media DMing ladies.
Oh, so that after, so
Rings.
when I meet these people, what I do the next day is I keep it professional and tight so that
Great
you don't think
show.
I'm like coming on to you.
And I hope they do too.
There was a couple women I was like, hey, really enjoyed your set last night. Hope to see you again. Or no, not even that.
Fun working with you.
I make sure that it's there's no like that it's a single message. That the verbiage and the wordage is so that you know this isn't a conversation and you can write back you too, right? That's all it is. So I said, hey, great show last night. Following you, and then they still won't, and then they'll respond to the message and be like, thanks or whatever, right? Because that's all that requires, you too, right? But then they still won't follow me back.
Yeah.
Now, why wouldn't you, in that case, when they're taking your phone, putting in the follow, why don't they also have their phone doing it at the same time? So you could see it happening.
Because they're garbage. Because in that moment, they feel important for your 5 minutes. Now, when she went up, she didn't mention it. They didn't mention it. The house didn't mention it. Did she do a good job? I guess that's up to I mean, I unfollowed her pretty fucking quick. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't kill, right? You did okay. I did the worst, right? But you did okay. Maybe, you know, but seriously, you brought me blue cheese and I asked for ranch. Okay? Just bring me what I asked for. No. But I've done it. God, waiter, bartender. What else did I do? God, Italian restaurants. At what was that place in Boston? There was a couple places there. Remember the bars? Remember the guy?
Cocaine?
Well, you know the.
Oh yeah, a couple of broken noses. Yeah, of course.
The guys who owned.
You're getting congealy all over me.
Yeah, I worked as a host at a restaurant for a gentleman. I think I've told that story, where basically, let's just say his restaurant wasn't doing as good as perhaps he had hoped. Right? So he's sitting now in the last, I wrote a TV pilot, and in that I used these two people as kind of the characters. He owned a restaurant. He was a little Italian fella, and he had long, I don't want to give it away, but he had long hair in the back, and it was cut straight across. So if you ever watched like Swordfish with John Travolta,
yeah.
It was in the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And Halle Berry's titties.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look, you started. You're like, how about it? How about
10,000 a tit. 10,000 a tit. Yeah. Hugh jack off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's got all the hits. Yeah.
So he was kind of a shorter little fella, but then he had this mountain, this horse, which I completely taken as a character and I have as the main bad guy. But he was like the muscle. He's like 6'5", German, just a face.
A regular Lenny.
They're talking about how business is bad, and I'm at the table and I'm serving them. I think now's the time to make a yuck. Now would be the time to do a little bit to loosen the mood. Well, let me tell you what. It wasn't as bad as I bombed at the Comedy Channel with Gabe, but this was bad because I just said it, and then the looks were like, "Was this a fucking joke? Is it you fucking doing a comedy bit now? I'm losing my fucking balls over here." And I'm just like, okay. Follow me.
Danced off.
I'll be up in Second City later if you want to come to an improv show. So yeah, that was. But his son and I became friends, and then his son opened the bar on Newberry right there by. And yeah, oh God, I remember that was a good bar. And then once you knew the bar, then he was friendly with me, and then you'd go, and then once you know a bartender and you're in your 20s, I will say it definitely helps you get laid. Like if you're there and you're with the bartender, it's like, hey, you know, I mean, imagine that guy. That guy's got life. He was like 22 and he owned 3 bars in Boston. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty good.
So crime does pay.
Apparently,
we gotta go ahead and take that away.
Well, you got a lavanderia. You got to wash up that money. Real
Okay.
Good.
Well, I don't think you can say that anymore. But you can get your whites whiter. I don't know. Again, come to Rump. That's at the Rump. That's your whites whiter.
That's a subset of the KKK. It's like even whiter whites.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's
The
just the movie
JJJs?
powder.
No, that's the black version of the KKK. The JJJs. Oh, no, I don't know.
Dynamite.
Triple L,
LL Cool J is this.
Ooh, LL Cool J.
Tim Hall.
Yeah.
What does LL Cool J stand for? And if you can answer this correctly in the next 15 seconds, Cliff and I will both.
Oh, I
give you
used to know
$1.
this too.
Boo boo beep bop.
Boop, bah.
Mama
Ladies
said
love.
knocked you out.
Ladies love, right? That's close, right? Ladies
Yeah.
love Cool J.
Continue.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Close. What's
Nope.
the J? What's the J for?
You said it.
J.
He just said J.
Yeah, I just said ladies love Cool J. I don't know
You
what the
didn't-
J's for. Jax.
I give you 75% on that.
Yeah, that counts.
It counts.
James,
Three
right?
quarters.
Ladies love
James?
Cool James. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's your social media, Tim Hall?
You named
post-
out any black name, I think James would have been the first one you think of.
Yeah.
My granddaddy named
Goddamn
James. My
colonialists.
boyfriend named James. Exactly. Yeah.
You understand Washington was a member of the Federalist Party. You
Well,
dipshit.
biblical names, King James.
the Republican
Jones,
Party
right?
doesn't represent what Lincoln stood for.
Oh,
Lincoln
my
was a
goodness.
Republican. Don't forget.
Is this your own version of Hamilton?
You know what? Don't you feel?
Just sing it.
Don't you feel like I had that idea first? But I was calling it Aaron Burr. Like
Yes.
he's the hero, right? Because I'm actually related to Aaron Burr, like down the lines.
Oh, really?
I'm related to Hamilton. believe it or
Aaron
not.
Burr Sturges. So, well, we don't need to follow this family tree back any longer. Let's definitely move the fuck on from this conversation. Woo, Tim Hall, you don't do social anything, right?
No, not really. I
I
don't think about it. I think about it the same way. If I go somewhere, I never remember to take any pictures or do anything like that. So
Why don't you take like your archery crazy shots?
He
and
does.
have videos of that.
He does.
I did put some of those up. I slowed down quite a bit on posting, but I made a new archery, Timothy Hall archery. Right? That's my other.
pull that up.
Instagram
Yeah.
account.
Oh, pull that up. I haven't seen it. I didn't.
No,
even
I
know
haven't.
about it.
I haven't received. I have. Oh, by the way, fellas, follow him. Could you pull it up right now, like Timothy? You got cool stuff. Now we found a couple cool videos of the ladies in the bow and arrows. We got to find. Sorry, the finger. I saw it. It's stuck away.
Oh,
It's
wow,
like
wow, wow, wow,
it's
wow.
like it's becoming. It might
It's
be becoming
animated.
Richard Black. Is it not Lewis Black?
Lewis Black, yeah.
Who's Richard Black?
Red around.
Who's
Red
Dick
around.
Black? Who's Black Dick? Oh, that private detective.
Black big black dick. Richard Lenoir, the famous black pirate that makes rum.
Arr.
So Black Captain Morgan.
Oh, Black Captain Mark. Yeah. By the way, it was St. Patrick. How are you guys feeling? Yesterday was St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I had my corned beef and cabbage.
Did you?
Oh yeah, it's delicious. I fried it up with some eggs. The rest of it today. Delicious.
I took a drive to Oxnard and bought a jumbo guitar case. Took a ride.
Oh, you did?
And then
you didn't.
yeah,
you didn't,
I,
you didn't go to the Mexican restaurant there by the train track.
No, you know what I got? I got on the way back. We just went for a ride to get out of the house. It was kind of far,
nice.
but I was like, finding
Yeah.
a jumbo jazz guitar case is virtually impossible unless you want to buy it new like a gentleman. But I don't buy new cases for a used guitar. My mind can't handle it.
I
What's
get
the
it.
point of this? The point is, when we came back, we stopped in South Carolina and we picked up Guinness, some Baileys, and I could go for Guinness right now. I'll be honest with you.
You should
I poured it
wash
down.
down whatever else you were eating. Breadstick.
I had a piece of toast. I'm all screwed up. I bought cheap coffee. I don't want to talk about it. It's bad to say.
Oh.
But listen, the archery stuff is super cool. So,
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
looking
show
at it. It's not that great.
Show us your quiver, your fiery arrows.
Oh, you want to see my quiver?
You Cupid. You Cupid, you.
here
I
we
did.
go. Oh, cool.
Oh, you can't see my quiver.
Oh, but let's see the
Oh.
one. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see,
cool.
Let's see the one where you're doing the thing down to the left.
Yeah, just
like
standing
Kennedy's
there.
Skull.
Oh, 24 likes, 4 comments. What are they saying? What are the people
Far more
saying?
than. Oh, look at that
There I
shit!
go.
God, look at you. You're like
You know,
Lord
it's
of the.
right after this is when I hurt my neck. I was raising this shoulder too high, and I hurt my
I
neck.
didn't want to say anything, but if you look, you're holding your shoulder.
Yeah,
I thought-
you were gonna say something.
I
didn't
thought
want to
it,
call you out. You're
I
gonna
thought
hurt
it
your
was I thought it was your resting bitch face that messed up your neck right there. The
Yeah,
stank. Yeah. Robin in
it
the hood.
happens. Yeah.
I take from everybody and keep it for myself. That's the real shit.
Well, listen, you follow Cliff Beach at Cliff Beach, whatever the Cliff Beach. We're coming back. We're gonna watch a whole bunch of TikToks. Cliff, you staying with us?
Sure. I know that was y'all. I know y'all made that Black Cliff Beach account.
What are you talking
Who did it?
about?
What are you talking about?
Who Did it?
I don't know. I don't know, but I heard he's a handsome man.
Handsome devil.
Follow at Black Cliff Beach.
It's quite funny. Did Tim show you my dick pics?
Oh, not yet.
I think you should pull that up. We should talk about it. So I've had this discovery thinking about new merch that I want to sell that people don't care about CDs, and some people will get vinyl, but even the people that get them don't listen to them. So I was driving back from Vegas from the show I had it for the NCAA championship last weekend. And I said, what? It's like a cheap product that people would buy. And I was like, why don't they have a guitar pick company called Dick Pics? So I bought the domain dickpics.us, and I'm coming out with my first hard dick pic.
I think it's .us.
Oh, it is .us. Yes,
I don't think it's
dickpics.us. That's how you say it.
Well, I like it better. I don't see why you can't. Who says you have to say it a certain way?
Who says, tomato.
All right. So real quick before I start, I got to show you something. You weren't here last week, Cliff, but look at this. You ready for this? A follow up of my foot guy.
Dude.
Oh, dang. He wearing a boot.
Okay.
Now, see, why isn't it working?
It's because you don't have a green screen.
But that's what I'm saying.
I have the way you
screen.
have sex.
If I don't listen, I'm going to break the fourth wall. So what I have to do is I have to press a button saying I have a green screen and it will turn off. I don't get it. See, now there's this.
So now you have a checkered boot.
There you go.
You look like a little Christmas fellow.
So yeah. I have a torn ligament. I'm supposed to wear a boot for 2 to 4 weeks.
Oh man, how did you tear this ligament?
You know, I think it was I wore a pair of shoes that weren't leather. I have kind of wide feet, and they were like Converse sort of things. They were too narrow, and I walked on this walking tour or whatever. I don't want to say of Europe. I don't want to sound like a douche, but I was over there, and I had there. So it was like they were quite nice Aldo shoes, but they were like kind of vinyl waterproof, and they didn't stretch. They were too small, so when I was walking, I was getting like a little thing, and this was like 2 years ago, and it's just been getting worse and worse. So, tour thing. Now I'm going to take it off for when it matters, but I'm this guy now.
Oh, you take it off when it matters?
So the picture that Tim Hall is going to pull up right now is that we talked about that my foot doctor, when I was sitting there, he has a picture of him and LeBron James, but he has it. It's a 6 foot life size poster size. So when you sit in the chair, you're looking at LeBron's balls because he's sitting on like he's wearing the short pants and he's got the big leg up and everything. You'll see it in this picture. Could you blur out the doctor's face or add a bar?
Yeah, I'll blur out the doctor's face.
But if you see this picture, look at LeBron's balls and look how you're like, wow, they're. So this is when I'm sitting. I hope that's LeBron James because this is going to be.
Yeah.
But when
Scottie
when you're
Pippen,
sitting
whoever.
there, I meant to hold up something to give it scale, but this is a poster. Like when you go to the movies, it's the poster size thing. And if you look, it's just like the guy's just trying to like see his ACL is not torn or whatever. So this is the thing. So I go to a fancy guy who gave me
nice boot.
Oh, that is a boot. Das Boot.
Why when I like zoom? Why when I have a green screen does it not work? And then I do it, it reverses it.
It looks like that part of Back to the Future where he starts to fade because he's trying to screw his mom.
Yeah, those are the it has the air ball. It has the air pump in it too.
Oh, really? So you like,
yeah. That's the thing.
You and Jordan 94? I got you.
Let's follow some of these TikToks. Cliff Beach is a busy man. We got to get these out. It's a clumsy lion. Not exactly the groundbreaking first video. Now, let the record show that I have saved now, as Cliff, I'll tell you, I just save random videos. That one sucked. Let's talk about it. I wouldn't have shown that one. What else we got?
oh, yeah? I see. Like I said, I'm not looking at thumbnails. I'm just going by the title.
Okay. That's a mustache.
I don't think that's a mustache.
Oh, no. What is
happening?
What is she doing? Oh, God.
She has a feeding tube, so she's giving herself a shot of Fireball through her feeding tube.
Oh, God.
That seems dangerous and inadvisable.
Yeah. Well, it's not the first person to use a hole incorrectly. I mean, 2 wrongs make it right.
Oh yeah.
I think that is science.
That is,
Bottoms up. I thought she was butt chugging it for some reason.
Well, that's good.
it's
But I love it. She,
possible.
and the smile of like, yes,
Yeah, like those
Mommy
girls
needs
keeping
a
it fresh.
drink. Mommy needs
Yeah,
it.
believe me, if you have a feeding tube, you need a lot.
All right.
Oh God. Oh.
Hello, governor.
That's quite a mouthful.
That is a lot.
A lot of those teeth lost their
Oh.
they lost their way to the.
They're
That
thinking-
doesn't happen all at once though. There has to be a way that somebody could have pulled something before
right,
this.
right. At no point. Well, I mean,
I'm here to tell you.
who knows if it's a cost thing, then I understand it. But maybe that's her thing. She's be like, I'm like a shark, baby. I got
A string and a doorknob is free. She could have did something.
I know, but that sounds painful. But yeah,
that's
maybe
a lot.
the end
That's a
result.
lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
She could have used her tooth fairy money by now.
Oh, Brian. I don't like this already.
I'm here to tell you that it's not only men that have thick, dark facial hair, and it's not only men that shave their face with razors. Let's normalise some girls having thick, dark facial hair and using razors to shave.
No, let's not do that. And is she the same girl with the teeth? Because God forbid you'd have that and AIDS
That's
and
a double
cancer.
whammy. Yeah.
I mean,
Jesus.
look, if you're, I dated a woman who was from, I don't want to say where, but and she would get electrolysis down on her neck, because she'd get real
But,
thick kind of
but electrolysis is better than like a Mach 3.
But it's also a cost thing. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I'm sure, razors, go to harrysrazors.com/UNT.
Yeah, but even
See what it does.
even a deliberatory or a wax would be better, I think, than or
Well, because
sugaring.
she's going to get the stubble. Now, my college girlfriend one day decided to use my razor to shave her mustache. And I felt like I was kissing my lieutenant in about 2 days, because that shit,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
because you're going to get a stubble. So I
yeah,
mean,
you don't want that.
So just so you know, you can shave. I don't care. I mean, if I don't want you to look like Post Malone, go ahead and hot razor shave that shit. But just so you know, you will feel it when you're kissing. Oh,
Oh, that's the face.
you're like, get off my lawn.
Yeah, well, at least they did a test
That's
first.
2 animal videos. See, these are really.
Yeah,
Oh
things
yeah,
are changing up.
babies dancing, animal videos, people falling, all.
This
Good.
one's
This is
more
what
like
this
it.
is what this is. This is quality stuff here. Now, as you can see here, she is a unipeg.
I'm intrigued.
Pet. Yeah, I mean she's gorgeous.
Well, she
Yeah.
had one arm too, right?
No,
Yes.
no. She had no arms and 1 leg. If you look,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
one,
what
okay.
you're thinking.
1 leg.
Okay.
I'm still intrigued. I'm
Right.
still intrigued.
I think she's begging.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
So obviously, I don't know. Tim, I'm going to be nice, because in case you leave this one in here, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I wanted
If
to
you cut
hear
it, you
the
cut it.
actual audio of, like, her wheel, if it squeaked coming up. That would have been a turn on, I think.
But she's, yeah. So would you date? Would you be able to date somebody with no arms and 1 leg?
I do like hugs.
Not drugs.
Why
Not
is that
drugs.
That answer is so offensive for some reason. Like, that's so great.
No, I think she was still beautiful. I think I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Now I would date her before. Now, obviously, she would never date me. She's way too hot for me. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. You're not in their
I'm
league.
like, sorry, Dad.
Did she have a dong? That's what we didn't see.
No. But
Okay.
versus the teeth.
Oh,
we-
the teeth. Lights out. Like a bag over maybe. I'd be afraid to put it in there.
Oh no.
you know, I mean, look at
I
me.
feel like I like a little bit of teeth, but that's a lot.
just enough to, just a little bit.
Every couple should have 4 bank accounts. You have the one bank account where both of you put your check in, and that's your joint account. It pays bills, light, car notes, everything that's a necessity to live. The second account, a savings account, where you both agree to put X amount of dollars of that money in it, and it takes 2 signatures to move it.
And I guess the next two.
The third and fourth account, she should have her own bank account, and you should have your own bank account. She can do whatever she want to do. She ain't got to check with you and ask, and you can do whatever you want to do, and you ain't got to check with her and ask. And that way, guess what? The bills are paid, you have a roof over your head and a
There
car
you
to
go.
drive. You all are trying to save a little bit of money, and you got
That mustache.
You're gonna have enough money to have 4 bank accounts, you BS. You know when he had nothing
Oh,
to
yeah.
alter name, he didn't have a bank account. He was at the check cash.
Yeah, I do.
Dollar loans and like everybody else.
I like Steve Harvey. I completely agree, but I do feel like his point of view now is certainly of a successful person.
Right.
He's not giving advice. He's giving his advice to somebody who, I don't know. I like him a lot. I don't want to say anything. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying that he gives advice like you said, like it's easy to have 4 accounts.
Yeah.
But most people have to have a minimum in every account, and that's not realistic.
Yeah,
We're not
it's
all
$1 in
Cliff
this
Beaches of the
one.
world. We're not all Black Cliff Beach.
Hell yeah. No,
Hey, Cliff,
but
how you
I
doing
like
on
Steve.
time? Do we got to book out, man?
We gotta book out.
We got to book
Yes.
out. Hey, guess what? This has been another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am the dad, Brian Sturges. Follow me, Brian Sturges. Follow Cliff at Cliff Beach Music and at Black Cliff Beach.
Black Cliff Beach Music.
And
Yeah.
California Still Music. Follow Tim at Tim Hall Music and Timothy Hall Music and
Yeah.
Tim Hall Archery.
Oh, at Timothy Hall Archery, yeah.
At Timothy Hall
If
Archery.
you want to see archery stuff.
At UNT, at Port Life Choice Productions, at Port Life Choice TV, at Hazy Fox, at Josh K. Willis is soon to be replaced by a minority. Hashtag CliffIsBetterThanYou.org.
Oh, another
See you next
Tuesday.
or not. We might not have an episode, but if we do,